Ever since that bombshell lawsuit from Cassie against Sean Diddy Combs came out last year, I have been wondering, when is this going to go to trial, if it's going to go to trial. And it definitely happened a lot quicker than I expected. And what I have also been wondering is, what other dirt is going to come out? What other skeletons are going to tumble out of the closet? So, this is just a recap of what all has gone on because the trial actually started on May 5th. So this article says Sean Diddy Combs trial live, jury selection set to be finalized in ex trafficking case, and opening statements happen Monday. Jury selection is nearing its conclusion in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. The court must seat a panel of 18 New Yorkers, 12 jurors, and 6 alternates. Judge Aaron Subramaniam asked for 45 would-be jurors from whom the final panel is chosen. On Friday morning, lawyers will be using preemptory challenges to strike off jurors they do not want at the trial, narrowing that number down. Opening statements are set for May 12th. The music mogul is facing a 5-count indictment accusing him of ex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy. The rapper was arrested in September 2024 as federal authorities alleged Combs and his associates threatened, abused, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires. This included freak offs, recorded X performances that prosecutors say Diddy arranged and forced victims to participate in. During searches of his homes, authorities seized narcotics and 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil. 2 superseding indictments against the music mogul were added. In March, fresh allegations of forced labor. In April, an additional charge of ex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. Diddy has denied any accusations of wrongdoing, and he rejected the government's plea deal offer. Why isn't Diddy's trial being live streamed or televised? Sean Diddy Combs faces federal criminal charges, which means the presence of electronic media is expressly banned by a procedural rule passed in 1946. So here he is, and it looks like he is graying according to all of the drawings that I've seen of him in this trial so far. The Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 53 bars both photographs and broadcasting from the courtroom of a federal criminal trial. This was also the case in the federal criminal trial of R. Kelly on similar charges. The rules governing federal civil proceedings are somewhat more flexible, permitting recording in certain situations at the judge's discretion. Some criminal trials at the state level, such as in the closely watched case of Alec Murdaugh in South Carolina, permit cameras in the courtroom. For Diddy, we have to rely on in-court reporting by journalists and sketches by court artists. So this article talks about the celebrities that have been mentioned in the trial so far. Jury selection in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs continued Wednesday in Manhattan's federal court, where potential jurors were asked if they recognized a slew of A-list stars. The list of 190 celebrities spans beloved Hollywood actors and elite musicians who may be referenced during the trial, including Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and Kanye West, among others, according to Variety. As jury selection process got underway starting Monday, potential jurors were also probed on their knowledge of the hip-hop mogul, their views on law enforcement, and whether they've experienced SA, among other topics. Combs is facing a 5-count indictment accusing him of ex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy. The rapper was arrested. Okay, we've already talked about this part. This picture is absolutely wild. All right, it says Diddy has denied any wrongdoing and rejected a plea offer. Here are the celebrities who may be referenced during the trial. Cassie Ventura. This is obviously who kicked it all off. Ventura, Combs' ex-longtime girlfriend, is the star witness in the federal trial. The pair met in 2005 when Ventura signed to Combs' label. She was 19, he was 37. Their relationship first became public in 2007, with the pair splitting and reconciling several times over the course of a decade before breaking up for good in 2018. Ventura came forward last year about her experience of domestic abuse, saying it had broken her. Surveillance footage from a 2016 incident showed Combs chasing the singer down a hotel hallway before punching and kicking her to the floor. Combs, wearing only a towel around his waist and a pair of socks, then attempted to drag Ventura back to the corridor. He apologized for the video, which Ventura's representative called disingenuous. Michael B. Jordan. The actor likely appeared on the list because he went on a date with Combs' longtime ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, the star witness of the federal trial, a source familiar with the case told Variety. Combs was said to be upset about the date, which took place in 2015. The source added, Jordan will not be a witness in the trial, according to the report. Mike Myers. It was not immediately clear why Myers was included in the list, though many have speculated that his inclusion stems from a brief mention of Combs in one of his beloved Austin Powers films. Austin Powers, one of Myers' most popular roles, has a movie with the joke poking fun at the musician, USA Today reported. Okay, that's very interesting. The scene in reference is likely from 2002 Austin Powers Goldmember, during which the character Dr. Evil has an E. Diddy tattoo on his butt after spending time in prison. Very interesting. Kid Cudi. Cudi was likely included on the list because of a possible link to a car explosion involving Kid Cudi, according to Variety. There have been no criminal charges against Diddy in connection to that explosion. At the time of the alleged incident, the Day and Night rapper was romantically linked with Ventura. Kanye West. The controversial rapper released a song featuring his 11-year-old daughter, North, and Combs back in March. In addition to Combs, who is credited on the track by one of his many monikers, Puff Daddy, the song features Combs' son, King, and Jasmine Williams, a Yeezy artist from Chicago. West's connection to the trial was not immediately clear. Dallas Austin. Austin, a singer and music producer, dated Diddy's late wife, Kim Porter, who died in 2018, according to U.S. Magazine. Lorianne Gibson. Gibson, a choreographer, worked with the disgraced rapper on Making the Band, as well as his short-lived television show, P. Diddy Star Maker, according to U.S. Magazine. Don Richard. Richard, a former bandmate and a producer of Combs, is one of Combs' many alleged victims. The musician, once a member of the girl group Danity Kane, which was founded by Combs, accused him of years of physical and sexual abuse, both against her and others they worked with. Richard's case is still ongoing, according to U.S. Magazine. Irv Pierre. Pierre is a record executive who has worked with Diddy's label, Bad Boy Entertainment, according to U.S. Magazine. It was not immediately clear why he was included on the list. But I have read some of the allegations against him as well, and it sounds like other people will definitely be going down during this trial, or at least called out. Michelle Williams. It was not immediately clear why Williams, a former member of Destiny's Child, was included on the list. So these are just some of the names that have popped up. I really do wonder who else is going to be mentioned. Like I said, opening statements start on Monday. So some of these things will be illuminated. Definitely, we will be watching this and reporting and talking about it, but drop your predictions now.